Hey, gang, and welcome back to the Movie Club Emporium. And it is August, and you know what that means if you've been here long enough. August is our summer block party. So every August we decide to celebrate the dog days of summer with a theme month. Uh, in the past, we've done Italian vacation. We watched some Italian horror films. Last year, we did our staycation, where we watched movies that told us, maybe you should just stay home and don't go anywhere. This year, I'm happy to announce that the theme for our summer block party 26 is beat the heat. Um, because it is stupid hot outside, especially where I am, and it's only gonna get hotter because it's all now. We're just now getting into when it gets hot here. And so, what better way to avoid heat exhaustion uh, than to stay inside and watch grown men beat each other up? Because we are celebrating Beat the Heat with 4 uh, fighting tournament films. Uh, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. Leave all that sweatiness to the Kumite participants, and let's stay inside where it's cool. And again, beat the heat. So we're starting this month with 1989's Best of the Best, uh, starring a who's who, kinda, of actors. First and foremost, it's directed by Robert Radler, who, while looking at his um, filmography, the most notable things really on there were The Substitute 3 and 4, which I've covered ages ago. I think on a binge episode we did all 4 of the Substitute movies. Uh, this has Eric Roberts and his hair, which is the best any man's hair will probably ever look. The mane he's got in this movie is incredible. Chris Penn, uh, who sadly has been gone for a while, but was definitely the more likable of the Penn brothers. Um, you get Philip Ree, who is the only one who to be in all 4 of these movies because yeah, there are 4 best of the best. Go figure. Uh, and James Earl Jones, who is giving quite the performance in this movie, and who previously teamed up with, or will team up with, dates are awkward, with Eric Roberts again in kind of a personal favorite 90s thriller of mine, The Ambulance. Uh, and Louise Fletcher's here for some reason too. And this is, um, by all accounts, really karate cool runnings, because these 4 to 5 guys are selected to go to Korea and fight in this tournament, karate tournament. And this is our ragtag team from all over the world. They all have um, their own style, their own everything. Whether it's Chris Penn as this wild Texan who um is just a complete douche this whole movie. Eric Roberts is living this wild melodrama throughout this movie. To like, it's insane. Like he is acting his butt off in this movie, crying like he cries through like the whole last part of the movie. Um, there's a part at the end when he gets his shoulder popped out of socket, and he gives like a deathbed performance. Um, like he's dying. Like he's been shot, but he just had his shoulder popped out. So like his legs stopped working because of it. Speaking of legs, he has to leave. You don't think he's going to be able to go to the tournament because his kid was in an accident and was in a coma, and he was going to lose his leg. But then no, he's fine. So fine, much fine though that he immediately gets out of the hospital, immediately gets on a plane to Korea with a crutch, and he's just there like Tiny Tim. Uh, this movie, as here's the other thing too, is Eric Roberts. He's a great actor, despite the schlock he's in. Chris Penn was a really great actor. He always played an a-hole, but he was always really good at it. Um, James Earl Jones is just screaming this whole movie. Just he's at an 11. Um, but none of them are really good fighters. So up until the final fight, which involves Philip Ree and his like eye patched villain, because the guy he's fighting with the evil eye patch is the guy who killed his brother in a former karate tournament, and we didn't think about that when we figured out who was all going to fight each other. Um, but that's the only fight that where it actually is filmed with a halfway decent fight choreography. Otherwise, it's just real close up, um, throwing haymakers. Uh, it's not good. I will say this: the soundtrack to this movie, at least with the opening, the main title song is Chef's Kiss. It's great. Uh, and there's a scene where all these guys go to a bar. It's a country and western bar and fight a bunch of guys. Again, this is like your quintessential. Hey, the Karate Kid made a lot of money. Let's do something very similar to it. Uh, what makes this one fun is all the actors who are in it are all in their own different movie. And so there's some really weird but fun scenes of just like the caliber of actors giving a variation on their performance to this film. And again, whether it's James Earl Jones just screaming the word no when they're all begging Philip Reed not to murder the one-eyed bandit who killed his brother, or the scene where Eric Roberts is screaming to pop his shoulder back into place as if they were digging a bullet out of his guts. It's a lot of this is a dumb, fun 80s Karate Kid knockoff with a bunch of adults. And they made 4 of these, and I'm pretty sure the second one, I think the three guys, Eric Roberts comes back, Chris Penn comes back. I think Chris Penn is, if I remember correctly, is like brutally murdered in that movie. But it's about an underground fighting tournament in Las Vegas. Probably should have done that one because it's a little dumber than this one. But this is a lot of fun, especially if you're like, oh, I like stuff like the Karate Kid. Is there one with some goofy adults in it? Because again, at the end of the day, this is Karate Cool Runnings. Um, and the spoilers, they don't even win the tournament, but they have like gained the respect of all of Korea so much so that the Koreans put their medals on their neck because they're the goddamn best of the best. So it's a lot of fun. But this whole month is gonna be fun because this is what we're getting into. Next week, we're talking about a movie that a formula for a movie that did so well for Jean Claude Van Damme. He made 3 of them in a row. And we're talking about the middle one. So next week we are talking about Kickboxer, which is just Bloodsport, aka Lionheart. It's Jean Claude Van Damme fighting in a Kumite. So stick around for that. Stick around for the whole month because we've got those. We've got a newer movie at the end of the month that just came out a couple like last year. And we've got one that is by the guy who made every other movie in the 80s. And you better believe there's robots involved. We're doing Heat Seeker by Albert Pune. So this whole month, man, is just karate tournament movies because we're gonna beat the heat. So stay tuned for next week, and we will see you guys then. Until then, stay cool.